Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Hey, man, do me a huge favor and hit that like button for me. Of course, you know that's the only thing I ever ask of y'all anyway. So, some updated news has actually came about Yella Beezy. Now, of course, this is documented news. This is news that's actually from 12 and them. This is not just speculation, theory, or nothing like that at all. So I will update up y'all with that. Also, Trapboy Freddy made a post this morning, and of course another post as well. We'll get into those. But of course, you know how we do it. You know, what I'm talking about? We got other topics we got to do until it leads us up to it. Actually, we got more topics even after that as well today. So just stay tuned, and we're about to jump right into it. Anyway, so up first, of course. We all know that Get Money Lil Ronnie actually was unalived inside of Fort Worth, Texas. I think it was like it was the car wash for sure. I forgot the name. It's like Slappy's Car Wash, something like that. Anyways, well, this is the casket of Get Money Lil Ronnie. Of course, you can see it has him and his daughter on there as well. Of course, it looks like everybody wore blue and everybody was wearing pink for Chink. So R.I.P. to Get Money Lil Ronnie and R.I.P. to Chink. Anyways, now as we get to the next topic of today, here's the thing about this, right? So with the next topic, of course, let's just do one more video. Well, not one more video. Listen to some of Loose Cannon, what he had to say that him and his crew of 30 people did to Meek Mill. And then at the very end of it, he says, and after all that, we called Big U and said we on the way. I'm going to be real with y'all. It's going to be extremely hard for Big U to prove that he wasn't like extorting people. Why? Because of the stories that's been told, of course, by Loose Cannon that's actually arrested with him. Now, I don't know if this is before or after they became uncool. I know y'all been saying something about they became uncool and cool. Listen, man, I find things on my time and watch news on my time. You know what I'm talking about? I never really care about getting stuff out first. All I just care about getting it out and making it entertaining for y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, now, I don't know if this is before or after him and Big U was cool. I think this might be during it was cool. But anyways, Loose Cannon's about to talk about how him and his crew robbed Meek Mill. We didn't even have to rob him. They said he gave up his chain easily, just like this.
It was like 30 of us. The security moved to the side. I said, Meek,
You're watching Key Talk Media.
You know what's this about? You started taking it off and handing it to me. You was polite about it, Sugar Plum. You was polite. Sugar Plum, you was polite. I hear Rose. Hey, look. I got this. You got this artist you pumping.
You pumping them.
You don't want this to get out. We need 50.
Extortion.
He brought 52, Crenshaw, and 48th. He brought that money. He brought it fast.
The exact location, the exact destination where the money was brought to, who brought the money.
I hit Big Useless and said
and
we on the way.
And then at the very end, who he hit up, Big U. I mean, I'm talking about self-snitching inside
like
of these days. Listen, man, the camera, having a camera be able to record, and I'm talking about say everything and anything that you want has created a culture of self-snitching. It's like one of the worst cultures because it's a culture of everybody doing whatever the blue hell they want to do. But on top of that, also, when they're doing it, they're actually talking about it and explaining detail by detail, right? Because they're just keeping it gangster. Anyway, so listen, man. The first comment says, I'm not going. I'm going to get licked back at least. F what you mean. I know the feds was happy on social medias was created, making their jobs easier than ever. It's 30 people left. So what you wanted him to do? Fight y'all for it? About to get Big U, you about to get Big U 100 years, man. Imagine they play this in court. I know, and they will. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so hey, man, that's enough of them comments right there. We'll go, let's go and get over to the next topic. Of course, let me know how y'all feel about that, bro. Do y'all feel like this is going to be an easy, open, and shut case for the whole Big U, Rico, all that, you know what I'm talking about? Or who you think's going to make it out? Who you think's going to snitch and tell? Because, of course, we do know, according to, not even just according to history, just according to how things be going, how we've been seeing going inside of hip-hop, there's always some snitches that's ready to tell. Anyways, now an update. So, official in the investigative report on King Von has came out. Of course, y'all know his cousin, I forgot the cousin's name, but the cousin came out and said that King Von was getting surgery. He needed 3 surgeries, got 1 surgery. Boom, good. Got a second surgery. Popped open his eyes, woke up out of nowhere, got into a fight with the nurse that was doing the surgery and said, where's my gun? That's been came out to be false and a lie. The investigative report literally said that they tried to give King Von like 5 of them shock things. You know, they're going like that, them little shock things like that. And it didn't wake him up. And then they said that he was deceased. So that other story that came out was in fact false. Anyways, and let's read a couple of the comments. So the first comment says, niggas be telling stories to make niggas sound tough after the fact. At the end of the day, let the dead bury themselves. Let this be a reflection of self to stay focused. I don't see how niggas be having all this money, effing the baddest, living the best life, and throw it away over emotional, non-tangible stuff. And of course, let's see what they responded. Because they down, they have no peace. Anyway, I'll read one more comment, then we'll go to the next topic. Right here it says, he has to get one last clout move in before the hype go away. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't know who the cousin is. I just know that I started on a Key Talk Media's blog. If you don't follow me on Instagram, which I'm getting all my news from Key Talk Media Instagram. So if you don't follow the Instagram, you might want to go do that because it literally get posted there before I make these videos. Anyway, so let's get over to the next topic, man. But how y'all feel about, like I say, what they just said about King Von? Now, the next topic, of course, everybody on Instagram wondering, saying this about Trapboy Freddy, saying that about Trapboy Freddy, saying this about Trapboy Freddy. But meanwhile, Trapboy Freddy just copped himself a new grill. And the new grill that he got is Chrome Heart inspired. You know what I'm talking about? He literally said, went Chrome Heart across on them folks. So let's go ahead and hit that, you know what I'm talking about, and play that so y'all can see that grill. You know what I'm talking about, how that new Trapboy Freddy grill looking. Also, he did put a broken heart on one of his posts. People believe that that's related to Yella Beezy because it's like one of his mans. You know what I'm talking about? You know, when you hear Trap, you hear Freddy. I mean, when you hear Trapboy, you know what I'm talking about? His right-hand man is always going to be Yella. You know what I'm talking about? So, of course, that's going to upset him. That's going to make him sad because now one of his mans, of course, you know what I'm talking about, in life and music is gone. Well, we're not saying gone, but was taken into custody. Speaking of that, I got to tell y'all something about him being inside of custody because Buddy might already be out. Anyway, so hey man, yeah, that's Trapboy Freddy grill, as y'all can see. You know, I'm talking about the Chrome Heart grill going on. You know, I'm talking about. Anyways, now we'll just let that lead us into our next topic. So first of all, Charleston White, who we know is always going to come out and say something about every situation and give his opinion, and more than likely it'll go viral, no matter what it says, because yes, it'd be completely disgusting. Sometimes some people think that. Some people think, no, we need to hear this. This needs to be for the community. You always have people on both sides saying, okay, he's right, or okay, he's definitely wrong. Those who say he's wrong say, oh my God, he's so wrong, I want to unalive him. Those who say he's right, they're like, man, he's so right, we need to protect him. So it's always like a very polarizing stuff that he comes out and he actually says. So this time, first of all, Mo3's mama, she did come out and say, hey, justice for my baby, right? You already know. Trash talking Charles responded to her saying justice for my baby, in which he said, I do not advocate violence, but Mo3 mama can't ask for justice. She got it when she buried her son. And his backing for that was Mo3 used to rap about killing and unaliving people in the music, as well as making fun of the people that he allegedly shot, unalive, and shot at, right? So that's what Charleston White is saying. Attached to that is an image, and it says, he hit Yella on Expressway. He hit Trapboy Sprinter Van, unalived Trapboy partner, and liked the funeral pics on IG. Hit Trapboy partner and left him, he hit Trapboy partner and left him brain dead. Then hit up Yella partner, boxer Earl Spence, car accident. Now, for those that don't know, Earl Spence got into a extremely bad car accident where his car actually flipped. Some people were saying it was drinking. Some people were saying, no, somebody was chasing him. I do remember about that time where they were saying people was chasing him. Well, they didn't say people. They were saying that Mo3 was actually chasing Earl Spence at that time, which caused that his car to flip, that crash that almost killed him. And he still did come back and box as well. However, I don't think that was ever proven. I think that was still just chatter. But like I say, these was just posted for Charleston White to show what Mo3 was actually doing in the streets as well. Anyway, so a couple more. It says, then Mo3 will make a song taunting, mocking what he did. Over 10 songs. Yella was in a situation, unlive or be unlived, or unalive or be unalive. I guess that's what it meant to say. And of course, if we take it over to the comment section, I definitely want to see what y'all have to say. I'm telling y'all, Charleston White is very polarized. You even have people that's extremely against him or that's understanding of what he's saying. Anyway, so the first comment says, the last comment, can't ask for justice. She got it when she buried him. God Dang. But what does any of that have to do with the child that was also killed and the pain in that family going through? Okay, I think she may be just stay on the side. Yeah, I think she may be talking about the other situation. Yeah, she's talking about the Get Money Lil Runny situation. Yeah, this ain't the Mo3 situation. Anyway, so that lady was speaking on something. I don't think she really knew what was going on. But anyway, it says he lucky 3 ain't slide on him. Bruh, I always got something to say exactly. I mean, they did have something to do with his partners. What you could expect, all this true. But if Yella would have gave Roy Lee his fade, this probably wouldn't. This probably would turn out differently. Mo3 started sliding for his partner at that point. Once it's up, it's stuck. Realistically speaking, so what this comment pretty much says is that Roy Lee wanted to have a boxing match with Yella Beezy. People are saying if Yella Beezy, well, this comment is saying if Yella Beezy had just given Roy Lee that boxing match and actually boxed it out, then a lot of this probably would have been turned out differently because, of course, Roy Lee ended up getting killed. Mo3 made a song about Roy Lee. Then other people start getting killed. And like I said, it's always when it's a spill of blood. You know what I'm talking about? Whenever first blood spill, then more blood is more likely to spill as well, right? And that also does mean Mo3 was unalive. So there is people that would like to unalive the other side as well, especially knowing the fact that, Yella Beezy has been formally and officially charged with hiring to get Mo3 unalive. Well, capital murder is what they're saying, right? Anyway, so a couple more comments, then we'll go to the next topic. It says, bro, this nigga Charleston out there for real. Mo3 was a real stepper. Long little old summer 3 live. Dallas need to come together like the H-Man. Too much talent for gunplay. Anyway, so we will leave this topic on that comment right there because we do got something else to talk about. And of course, the next thing that we're going to talk about, it is related to what we were just talking about, but of course, it's another extension. Now, of course, yesterday, Yella Beezy was locked up and he did not have a bail or bond. He ain't have nothing at all. But today, it does look like Yella Beezy has got a bond, and the bond is $2 million. Y'all do what's 10% of $2 million. That's how much Yella Beezy would have to pay in order to get out of jail. Now, if we take it to the comment section, it says, no less than an hour bond will be paid, $200K. Of course, that's 10% of $2 million for those that didn't know. And it continues and it says, he be out today on a monitor, laugh out loud. That's $200K, right? 15%. Well, 15% would have been more than 200. That's 10%. It says he home now. 10%, $200K. He gets, so everybody's pretty much saying he's getting out. Why do they know that? Because he got paper. You know what I'm talking about? Yella Beezy is known for saying, hey man, listen, put some of that money up for a rainy day, meaning a time where you really, really need it. Of course, he's going to really, really need it now because you have court, you have fees, lawyer fees, all type of stuff that you pretty much got to pay for now. And now with all that being said, these are the updated details. I'm sorry, y'all, I ain't about to get into the theorizing of this person did that did that. No. Why? Because everything comes out in due time. You know, I'm talking about everything. What actually is written down and reports and all that stuff does come out in due time. So I will report back to y'all whenever some more official news does drop. Now, if you haven't liked my video by now and you're still watching me, what in the blue hell are you doing? Make sure you hit that like button for me. Also, tell me something what you thought about the video. Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.